promise to myself I was going to work that hard every single day. When I do retire, I have no regrets. If I could work that hard every day, what would my career be? At the end of every day, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, did I get better today? If the answer is yes, and you do that for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, how much better are you going to be? Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking small steps. You don't try to get it all done in one day, in 1 week, in 1 year. It's the process of getting better every day and doing that for a period of years that then create the masterpiece. It's all about focus. I don't care who you are, where you're from, doesn't matter. It's having a focus and having a purpose. Now, you wake up every single day to get better today than you were yesterday. Now, it doesn't matter what you are. You're a basketball player, a hockey player, golf player, painter, right? It doesn't matter. Right? You try to reach your full potential by getting better every single day, and that's the quest. Go after your dreams, right? Go after it. I never compromised that. I never allowed anybody to tell me what I was capable of accomplishing. I never let anybody tell me that I can't do, right? I went after it. I put all my eggs in one basket, and hopefully they have that same mentality. If you want to accomplish something or, do something that a lot of people think is difficult to accomplish, you have to put all your eggs in one basket, and there's no compromise with that. Always keep going. Always. But what I've come to find out is that, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. And when the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. It is what it is. You let it go, put it in God's hands, and He'll carry it. God is great.
Is it that simple?
God is great. Don't get no simpler than that, bro.
Everybody knows that, but the way you know it now, did you know it before that incident took place?
You can know it all you want, but until you got to pick up that cross that you can't carry, and He picks it up for you and carries you and the cross, then you know. The best way to prove your value is to work, is to learn, is to absorb, to be a sponge. But you always want to outwork your potential. As hard as you believe you can work harder than that. I made a promise to myself from that day that I was going to work that hard every single day, so that when I do retire, I have no regrets. And that was the most important thing for me, is to leave no stone unturned, get better every single day. And if I live that way, then over time, I'd have something that was beautiful. If you live your life to just get better every single day, you do that for 20 years, what do you have? You got to look at the reality of the situation. Like for me, it's not, you kind of got to get over yourself. Like, it's not about you, man. Like, okay, you feel embarrassed. You're not that important. Get over yourself, right? Like, you're worried about how people may perceive you, and like you're walking around and it's embarrassing. Get over yourself. The best way to prove your value is to work, is to learn, is to absorb, to be a sponge. But you always want to outwork your potential. As hard as you believe you can work harder than that. If I got to fight to get you in the gym, that's a problem. That's a problem. You want players that are gym rats, players that want to be in the gym, that want to work. And then from there, you build on top of that. But if you're lazy, man, I don't want to talk to you. I won't deal with you. You're going to make me feel dumber. You're going to lower my level. I don't think so. You can go over there. If you get up at 10 in the morning, train at 11, right? 12, say 12, train at 12, train for 2 hours, 12 to 2. You have to let your body recover. So you eat, recover, whatever. You get back out, you train, start training again at 6. Train from 6 to 8, right? And now you go home, you shower, you eat dinner, you go to bed, you wake up, you do it again, right? Those are 2 sessions. Right? Now imagine you wake up at 3, you train at 4, you go 4 to 6, come home, breakfast, relax, blah, blah, blah. Now you're back at it again, 9 to 11, right? You relax, and now all of a sudden you're back at it again, 2 to 4, and now you're back at it again, 7 to 9. Look how much more training I have done by simply starting at 4, right? And so now you do that, and as the years go on, the separation that you have with your competitors and your peers just grows larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. By year 5 or 6, doesn't matter what kind of work they do in the summer, they're never going to catch up because they're 5 years behind. No, man, losing is losing. Different degrees of it, but the result is the same. So, it doesn't matter. It sucks just the same. Listen, we're doing this. I understand it's hard, you went down, but damn it, we're getting it done. Nothing matters, and I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't listen to celebrities on the sideline. Don't dap me, don't say hi to me. I don't care about none of y'all tonight. The lesson I cherish the most is how important it is to love what you do. If you love what you do and it's making you happy, all the hard work and perseverance will pay off. When you know you're truly giving it your all, there's no greater feeling in the world. I once had a guidance counselor tell me that I shouldn't play basketball, that it would never amount to anything for me. You know what? Much to your surprise, I took that counselor's advice. I took it and I used it to be the best basketball player I can be. His negativity towards me made me stronger. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you. I see too many kids get so discouraged because they're expecting to make this quantum leap, and when that quantum leap doesn't come, it feels like it will never come, right? But that's not how it works. It's step by step. One foot in front of the other, day by day, get better every single day. And then when you look back, then you look down and you realize the mountain that you just scaled, right? But you can't jump from the bottom of Everest and get to the top of Everest like that. It doesn't happen. You know, Superman is only in comics. It's an obsessiveness that comes along with it. You want things to be as perfect as they can be, understanding that nothing is ever perfect. But the challenge is try to get them as perfect as they can be. And what can you do? It's in your control. So control what you can. I can watch film all day long. It's going to help me get better. Yes.
What's the least amount of sleep you played a game on?
No sleep.
You played a game with zero sleep.
Zero sleep. Zero sleep. It's like, you know, kids. Natalia had a certain, health situation or what have you, and you're staying up all night, and then you got to go out and perform because fans don't know. Teammates don't know, nor do they care, nor should they, that you've been up all night. You got to perform, right? And so you just got to go to work, man. My brain cannot process failure. It will not process failure. Because if I sit there and have to face myself and tell myself, you're a failure, I think that's almost worse than death.
You're just gonna keep on going, no matter what. You fail 10 times, that 11th time is gonna be great. It's not the 11th time, the 12th time is gonna be great. But eventually, it's gonna happen.
The best way to prove your value is to work, is to learn, is to absorb, to be a sponge. But you always want to outwork your potential. As hard as you believe you can work harder than that. I felt like there's so many things coming at once. It was becoming very, very confusing. I had to organize things. So I created Black Mamba. The Black Mamba steps on the court and does what he does. I'm destroying everybody that step on the court. I had all this pent up frustration that I needed to let out. There's nothing that was going to get in the way of it. There's nothing that was going to stop me. I'm driving this thing, man, and you just so happen to be a person that's in a way that may get demolished in the process. I don't negotiate with myself. The deal was already made. When I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing, I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. That's the deal I made. I shook hands with myself. That is the deal. That is the contract. That is non-negotiable. Throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope. This is a choice that you're gonna make. The sacrifices that come along with that. But once you make that deal with yourself, that's it. There's no going back. This is non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah. I don't want to have to motivate you to get in the gym in the first place. If you're lazy, man, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to deal with you. You're going to make me feel dumber. The people that I've always had issues or problems with are the people that don't demand excellence from themselves. You're going to show up to play, and you're going to lollygag through this scrimmage, through this drill, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to let you know I beat you. And I'm going to want you to reconsider your professional life choice. I'd be damned if I lose these championships because I'm playing with a bunch of lazy dudes. This is not happening. You know, this train is going this way, one way or the other. You're going to be on it, you're going to be off it, or you're going to be under it.